Well, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On September 4th, 2024, officers observed a defendant's vehicle failing to maintain a single lane at 2600 Eldridge Parkway in Harris County, Texas. Officers observed the defendant's vehicle swerve on multiple occasions, cross over center stripe the lane divider, and on one occasion almost strike another vehicle. Traffic stop was initiated. Officers made contact with the defendant, who was the driver of the vehicle. The officer observed lethargy, slurred speech, red eyes, and the defendant stated she had ingested HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 7 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. Defendant was read the DIC and refused blood. A blood search warrant was obtained and executed. Defendant was ID with a Texas driver's license.
Did you say there was an odor of alcohol as well, or no?
No, Your Honor.
Hey, Mr. Don't say anything.
I'm sorry.
Ms. Trevor, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a Texas driver license, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. You need to understand, if you're taking any kind of medication for depression or any other prescribed medication, controlled medication, it's still possible to abuse it, intoxicate, or make yourself, without the ability to drive. If you take too much, if you do something that you're not supposed to, you end up on the street again. I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Does she have any prior DWIs?
I'll check, Your Honor.
You can run her NCIC. How old are you, ma'am?
32.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a case manager for individuals with mental health and IDD.
Are you married? Children?
I have 2 kids. I'm not married, sir.
You have 2 children?
Yes, 2 daughters, 11 and 4.
No previous DWI, just the previous step.
Okay. Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer, ma'am?
I can't afford it right now. I lost my job due to this incident.
I'm offering you a lawyer. Would you like a court-appointed lawyer, ma'am?
Yes, please.
I understand the stress about this, but don't abuse any kind of dope. Imagine if you go to jail and you don't have anyone to bond you out. Who's going to take care of those? Ma'am, Ms. Treadwell, I want you to listen. I know you're thinking about what to say, then you don't listen. If you go to...
I'm going to listen. Yes, sir.
If you go to jail and I can make your bond $15,000 and you don't have anyone to bond you out, who's going to take care of those 2 little girls? You need to consider this next time you're out there in the free world, because if I find that you're a danger, that you do something to violate these conditions, I'm going to put you in there. I'm not giving you any more PR bonds.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to fill out an application for me now. So deputy's going to give you an application. After that, I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. You will eventually meet with Rachel for your bond conditions, and then we'll have you take your seat in the jury box. All right? Yeah. We'll direct you.
Whoa, did you catch that? The judge basically just called out the entire stop in real time. Crossing the street turns into a marijuana investigation, then suddenly it becomes walking while black. That courtroom got real uncomfortable, real fast. And legally, probable cause is everything here. If the stop itself feels shaky, the whole case can start collapsing like dominoes.
Judge, I'm here on Mr. Tyrell, Ian Tyrell. He has the bond violation.
Come up, Mr. Terrell. I'm sending you now for a drug test, sir.
Sir.
And then if you ever miss another drug test, I'm going to put you in jail, no questions asked, and I'm going to make your bond probably double what your felony is. Do you understand?
Sir,
As it stands, I ordered you not to consume alcohol or any kind of dope. We're going to test you now. We'll see what it shows, if anything. And then you have other things to do?
Yes, sir.
You want to? Can you come back?
Yes.
Okay. Take a seat for me, Mr. Patrol. We're going to find out here shortly. Okay. What did you test positive for?
Sir,
Is that why you keep going? I hear you over there, man.
I stopped.
Really?
Sir, I have.
For you to test positive, that means you probably did it within the last 2 days.
Sir.
Okay. I don't believe you.
I did it. I stopped doing it probably about a little bit under a week ago, probably like 4 days ago.
Yeah, okay.
But like, just being honest, sir,
He
I'm not
admits that he used, but he needs help, Judge.
I've
I'm
been
gonna
He's getting help.
and I'm going to give it to him.
I've been going into A meetings and stuff as well.
It's not working for you because you're still using. And I'm not going to take you coming here and telling me that I've quit. I'm going to stop. I told you that when you first got here. And that was the time when you start doing what you need to do. You now have shown me that you're incapable of stopping on your own. So I'm taking you in. So it goes with you. No, you test positive for cocaine. You have an open felony case.
Judge, we can't put as a condition of his bond some sort of
I
treatment.
already did, Yasha.
Some help, at least, Judge.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him T-Raz as soon as we get him back in there. And if they say inpatient treatment, boom. But what's his last name again?
Tyrell.
That's right.
But we can do the T-RAS right now.
Yasha, if I don't take him into custody now, I'm telling him it's okay for him to do cocaine and that he's just gonna walk out of here. And you think it'll ever stop? Really?
You can test him next on Monday again.
He was out free and clear. He had the opportunity not to do it. He had the opportunity to clean himself. The only reason he's telling me now he wants to clean himself is because he's going in. That's the only reason, Yash. Mr. Terrell, if you think that you're going to use cocaine and that you're going to walk out of here, it's just not going to happen. Goes with you.
Chance, please.
I already gave you a chance.
Child, sir. I would just like one more
And
chance.
if you're using cocaine out in the free world, you have no business having a child with you.
Do you think you could give me one more chance?
No, he goes with you. Sorry, Mr. Terrell. It's not gonna happen. Sorry. I can't let him go, man. I can't. I know, and I'm gonna give it to him now. You are Jasmine Bautista. Miss Bautista, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with assault of a family member. You're also charged with terroristic threat of a family or household member. On both of those, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and any of you.
This is one of those moments where the judge completely switches from punishment mode to reality check mode. He's not just talking about bond conditions anymore. He's talking about consequences outside the courtroom. 2 kids at home, possible jail time, lost job. This is where DUI cases stop being paperwork and start becoming life-changing. Question for you guys. Do you think this judge is being compassionate here or overly harsh?
So the state of Texas, if you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you. Okay.
Officer conducted follow-up investigation at 1505 Serpentine Drive, San Jacinto City in Harris County, Texas. Officer traveled to the residence and observed approximately a couple bullet holes, and the complaining witness advised that on August 25th at approximately 1:40 a.m., a dark-colored Dodge vehicle opened fire on the residence. No injuries were sustained. Complainant 1 advised that her brother's wife, later identified as the defendant, had recently made threats against the family. The complainant advised that her brother, complainant 2, and defendant had a fight on August 18th that escalated into a physical altercation. The complainant and other family members tried to separate them, and the defendant threatened to kill the entire family. Defendant threatened to have her brothers come and shoot all of them. The complainant, the defendant's husband, told officers that during the argument on August 18th, the defendant attacked him. Complainant advised that this was when the defendant threatened to have her brother shoot and kill the entire family. Complainant believed the threat and fears for his life and his family's safety. Officer was given a video of the incident showing the defendant grabbing onto the complainant's leg and yelling, "You're all going to die, bitch, you and your fucking kids."
That statement, "you're gonna die," say that last statement again.
"You're all going to die, bitch, you." It was the defendant.
Samaripa?
Because there's two complaining witnesses. There's the defendant's husband and then the defendant's husband's brother or sister, my apologies.
Okay, so it's a sister-in-law. So Ivan is the husband. Are you currently married to this person? Okay. Did I hear you say anything about the assault? What did you say about the assault? No, you were, that was just the terroristic threat.
In there, it says that there was a video of the defendant grabbing the complainant's leg. And then and there was also a physical altercation that they had to get involved in, separate them.
Okay, well, tell me about the assault. There has to be some kind of...
Can I have a response when he's done with that, yeah?
Absolutely.
Let me see if I can find the OR, Your Honor.
Sure. I have here, it says, on August 18th, 2024, the defendant, Jasmine Bautista, and the complainant were arguing and they were physically fighting. Raquel Zamaripa stated she saw the defendant scratching her brother. Raquel stated that she got involved to try to stop them from arguing and fighting, and that is when the defendant began screaming threats to her. The complainant and the other household members that she was going to have them all killed. The complainant statement, she believed the defendant could and would perform these threats.
Yes, Your Honor, there's that, and then when she grabbed the complainant's leg. So there's that first physical altercation where they had to intervene, as well as whenever she grabbed the complainant's leg.
Okay, so let me just read this to you so that you also get this. It says, affiant spoke with Ivan Zamaripa, the complainant, on or about August 29th, 2024. At the Jacinto City Police Department, Ivan stated that he has dated and lives with the defendant, Jasmine, for about a year. He stated that on August 18th, he was having a verbal argument with the defendant as she did not want him spending so much time with his family members.
Man, this hearing just took a brutal turn. The judge is basically saying, if I let you walk out after testing positive, I'm rewarding the behavior. And legally, bond violations are a huge deal because the court already gave you a chance once. But here's the bigger question. Should addiction cases be handled more with treatment than jail? Because you can feel the tension between punishment and rehabilitation all over this courtroom.
And that the defendant hit him and scratched him and bit him. Complainant stated a couple of his family or household members began to try to separate the defendant from him. As this was going on, the defendant screamed that she was going to have her brothers come to the residence and shoot all of them and that they were all going to die. Complainant stated the defendant also stated she said they were all going to die, even their kids. Complainant stated that he took the threat seriously and was in fear of his family's life. And as of the date his residence received gunshots on August 25th, 2024, he is in fear of his own serious imminent bodily injury. Complainant stated the defendant caused him and his family members to be in fear of their lives and serious imminent bodily injury. Complainant stated the defendant's assaults caused him pain and injuries. He showed photographs of his injuries from the night of August 18th, 2024. Affiant notes there were several fresh scratch marks on the complainant's back, chest, face, arm, and eye. Affiant also saw 3 fresh bite marks on the complainant. Complainant showed affiant of the incident where the defendant is holding on to the complainant's leg while she is sitting on the ground and the complainant is trying to get away, and I heard her screaming, you're all going to die, fuck your kids. Affiant looked up defendant's driver's license number, yada yada, compared it to the video, and positively identified the defendant as Jasmine Bautista.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Your Honor, the very same day that this happened, she went to the hospital for her injuries that were caused during this incident. She filed an assault charge. I think it's one of those situations where they file first. I have tons of pictures showing injuries all over her body. There were 6 people, family members of the defendant, that attacked my client at the house. They all attacked her. Even the complaining witness on the assault here. Your Honor, if she grabbed her leg, I don't hear any statement that it caused her pain or anything to that degree that would make it a Class A misdemeanor. It seems
Here it
like it would have been
says-
appropriately filed as a Class C.
No. I mean, it says here, where it says,
Yes, Your Honor, the RIP was also performed as well.
okay,
And it says that the complainant called the police because the defendant was threatening her brothers that she would kill the complainant's family. And then the defendant was biting the complaining witness, scratching the complaining witness, hitting the complaining witness, and spit on the complaining witness's face. And that's what was listed as far as the assault in the RIP call.
do we know if that are they still communicating? Do they want to have contact or no?
Ivan wants no contact.
Okay, I am going to find that there's probable cause. Ms. Bautista, I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person, not to be in possession of any weapons. I'm going to tell you now, I will do everything in my power to protect the city. If I hear that there's more gunshots, any kind of...
Okay, this case just escalated from messy domestic dispute to something way more serious. Threats, alleged assault, bullet holes at a house, videos, bite marks. Prosecutors love building a timeline like this because every detail stacks credibility onto the accusations. But notice what the defense attorney is doing too. She's immediately trying to reframe the situation as mutual combat and self-defense. That's classic courtroom strategy right there.
drive-bys or anything like that, it's just not going to go well. You're the one that's going to end up going to jail. So just for now, cut ties. Just go on. You have kids with this gentleman? Okay, it's wonderful. Just plenty of other fish in the sea. You know what I mean? Really, so many. Just please, there's a protective order in place. I would get to know it because if you violate the protective order, the state they will file additional charges against you, and then it's really going to go sideways. So please, no contact, no weapons. Okay, the protective order extends to him and to Raquel Zamaripa as well. Do you have any questions? So one more thing you need to understand is that the protective order limits you from going within 200 feet of where they live or where they work. So understand that you can't go over there. Even if he calls you and goes, hey, come on over, let's talk it out. I love you to death. Come on. No, if you go, you're still in violation, even if he were to ask you to go over there. So just, if he calls you, don't answer. Calls from an unknown number, hang up the phone. If he texts you, don't reply. Just, that's it. Give me questions. You have a great lawyer there. She will take care of you. She's junkyard dog right there. She really. So listen to her. She'll take care of you. I will waive your appearance, but you have to stay in touch with Ms. Sims, and she'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If she tells me she can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You will not get any more PR bonds. I don't care what's going on there. You pick up a new case, you violate conditions, I'm going to put you in jail. I'm going to make the bond 10 to 15,000, and if you don't have anyone to bond you out, you'll be stuck like Chuck. So be careful, man. Okay. So for now, I'm gonna have you sign a reset. Then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good to see you, Your Honor.
We were in here the other day, and you were acting like it's all little bunnies jumping in the woods, all happy-go-lucky, knowing full well that you had a ton of bond violations. You were to have a curfew from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4:30 in the morning? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different violations where you were going out in the middle of the night. Guess what happens, or do you have any response?
Your Honor, I've spoken to the family. I've spoken to Mr. Chavez. I recommended that he get started with some therapy, you know.
You go, yeah, I'm going to help you get started with that therapy right now. Guess what happens? Guess. He goes with you. Yeah, we'll get started real quick. We'll talk, I don't know, he'll pop up in tomorrow's doctor, we can talk again, but he's out at 4:30 in the morning, 1 in the morning. It's unacceptable. Doesn't get it. So Good morning, Mr. Bataglia. Sir, you're charged with terroristic threat. You're also charged with assault of a family member.
Sir.
You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine.
This hearing got uncomfortable quick. The judge is clearly frustrated, but underneath all the sarcasm is a real legal issue. Court-appointed attorneys are meant for people who genuinely cannot afford representation. The judge is basically challenging whether this defendant is unwilling to work or truly unable to. And wow, you want a back rub too? That line sounded straight out of a courtroom reality show.
On both of those cases, we're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Also dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas. The complainant stated she had been in a dating relationship with the defendant for approximately 1.5 years, and on the day of the incident, the defendant was supposed to pick her up from work at 1 p.m. However, the defendant showed up at 11:30, and when the complainant refused to leave work early, the defendant became irate. The defendant began sending her threatening text messages while outside her work and called her, stating, "When I see you, I'm going to stab you. I'm going to kill you." The complainant's brother picked her up from work, and the following day, the defendant told the complainant he was going to come beat her up. The complainant also stated that on August 31st, she picked up the defendant as he was walking home from a friend's house while intoxicated. And while the two were driving home,
I zoned out. Say that again.
oh, I'm sorry. On August 31st, the complainant picked up the defendant while he was walking home intoxicated from a friend's house. And the defendant struck her while they were driving with a closed fist on her nose, causing swelling, bleeding, and pain. The complainant showed a dated timestamp photo of the injury to the officers, and the defendant admitted to making threats and stated he was going through opioid withdrawals.
Good to know. Mr. Bataglia, if I drug test you now, what are you going to show positive for?
Marijuana and maybe opiates. Yes, sir, that's all I had.
It stops today.
Sir.
If I find that you're using anything, I will have a contempt hearing because I'm going to have you sign an affidavit. I can hold you in contempt, slap you with 180 days, probate it. Shh. Guys, please, you can't hear it. If I find that you're using, I will put you into a rehab facility in the jail. And I'm going to tell you now, it's a 6-month program at a minimum, depending on how well you respond to treatment. No more opiates, and I'm going to test you like crazy. You will be coming here on a constant basis to show me that you're not using. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
No alcohol, no illegal drugs, no opioids, nothing.
Yes, sir.
No weapons, and I'm also ordering you not to have contact with the complaining witness in this case as well. Let's do this. I'm going to send him for a drug test right now as well. How old are you, sir?
25, sir.
What do you do for a living?
DoorDash Lyft, and I recently got another job with pulling and terminating cat cables. And that's all.
Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
Yes, sir.
Do you have valid liability insurance?
Yes, sir.
Please. Can we reach out to the MAC for Mr. Bataglia? I'm going to send you for a drug test, and then I'm going to have you come back. We'll talk when we get the lawyer assigned to him. No, don't take it off just yet. Leave it on for now. Right. Let's just send him for a drug test, and then we'll have him talk to the lawyer when we get back, and then we'll go from there.
I just want to know if that's pending.
I'm sending you for a drug test. You must take the test. Must come right back. If you fail to take the test, if you fail to come back, I'm going to make both of your bonds so high, you're going to have teeth falling out. Okay. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. Justin Davis. Is that you? Mr. Davis, you're charged with indecent exposure. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do.
And that right there is the judge's biggest fear in DUI and substance-related cases. Not just breaking bond conditions, but someone eventually getting hurt or killed. Notice how he's framing it. The alcohol and THC test isn't just about violating rules. It's about whether the defendant can control the behavior before tragedy happens. This is the kind of ending that leaves the entire courtroom dead silent.
Probable cause, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
The complainant was jogging at White Oak Bayou Park in Harris County, Texas, and the complainant observed the defendant naked and masturbating next to a pool located inside Stewart Park. The complainant could see the defendant's penis. which is an open view of anyone walking on the trail. The officers arrived and observed the defendant sitting near the pool without pants and underwear and continuing to masturbate.
Is he currently registered as a sex offender? Can you see that now?
I can check, Your Honor. Your Honor, we can't find the information at this time. We'd have to make a call to the officer to find that he is registered. But at this time, we don't have that information.
Prior felony failures to register, you know? So what kind of conditions do you think, Michael?
Judge, I don't know the status of the housing of the defendant, but at this time, the state would ask for staying away from public places where children will go, like parks where the defendant was, staying away from schools, parks, public places, anywhere where children may go, is what I would ask.
How old are you, Mr. Davis?
41.
You're 41. What do you do for a living? So where do you live?
I live in a tent, my dog,
You live in the where?
in a tent.
He's homeless and lives in a tent.
I know, Judge.
And the problem is that this is not our first indecent exposure. This is not our first failure to register. So I'm going to appoint your lawyer today and I'm going to see where we're going because I don't know what conditions we can put to protect the public from you.
The issue, Judge, is the underlying registered case is in indecency of a child from 2004, and that's why I'm